Okay guys, welcome. On the last video, we actually were able to add create a new user with a particular wallet balance. Now if you go back to my local host, now if I check the name of the this thing here is row app. So if we check the users, if you check you see the user has been created, let's check the wallet. Now if you check the wallet, you're going to be seeing this particular currency type here. The user ID one has this currency and the balance is zero. So in this case now we want to like add fund the user's wallet. For the funding here, we are going to be using this fund wallet here. So if we click on fund wallet, we see that what we have here is Paystack. And also you can actually put the percentage charge you want to charge like each on each transaction. So that's dependent on you and your Paystack account. So before we do this, we just need a field, the amount field. So before we do this, we need to go to the package we'll be using for this Paystack transaction, which is Unicode Laravel package. Then also ensure that your Paystack account is logged in. So if you check here, go to the Paystack dashboard. When you first of all you create the Paystack account, then you log in. On the dashboard, you go to settings. On settings, you click on API keys and web code. So here now you have your test secret key, your public key, and possibly the callback URL. So for now, let's go back to this Unicode Laravel Paystack. So basically, for you to integrate this stuff on your Paystack application, you use you run some of the codes. So from the beginning, you see the first one is composer require Unicode / Laravel Paystack. So you copy this code, go to your terminal of your project, control backlit terminal, then you paste composer require, then you click on enter. So currently the package has been installed. Then the next step here said that you should go to your config app and add this Unicode Paystack class, provider class there. So we go back to this place, we check for config, app config on the providers. On your providers, what did they say we should add on providers? They said we should add this. So copy this, I'll paste it here. Then the next thing he said, if you're using Laravel greater than 5.5, which of course I'm using Laravel 9, so I'll skip this part and I'll move to configuration, right? Yes, go to configuration, copy this, go to my terminal and I'll paste it. So that's been done. So according to Paystack, once this has been done, they said you're going to see something like this on your config. So let's confirm this exists on our config. So you check for config directly, php.paystack.php. So if you check, you're going to be seeing the Paystack secret key, public key, payment URL, and merchant ID. So obviously this is there. So the next part of this stuff is to go to your env.env. On the .env here, they said we should add Paystack public key, Paystack secret key, Paystack payment URL, and possibly merchant email, which is what I have here already. So the public key, secret key, payment URL, email. So that can be gotten from this your dashboard, your settings API key. So my secret key, I can copy this. In place of this secret key, I paste it here. I paste here. Then my public key, I copy this, I paste here. Then this URL is correct. Then the code here is there. So the code is there. So having done that, we'll move to the controller. So we're going to be using this particular route for our web.php. So copy this. Observe it is for Laravel 8 and 9, so above. So you can use it for Laravel 10 and 11. So if we come here and we paste this here, this payment callback, and I think there are supposed to be two of them. The first one is supposed to be pay. The second one is supposed to call back. Yeah, so this is the first one. So we use this. So for the pay, instead of using payment controller, we're going to be using our wallet controller. So we import this class to copy this function. So we create the method. So before we continue with this, let's go back to the place where we have the form and define our route. So the route here is pay. The name of the route is pay. So go back to this fund wallet.bleed. In fund wallet.bleed, on this payment, on this form here, you define the action to be route pay. So it's route pay. This is pay. Let me change it to user.pay. So this can be user.pay. So it's returning an error, route user.pay not defined. So let's go back to web.php. Okay, I think why this thing is showing is because I've already used as users dot. So I'll remove this stop here. So if I refresh, this should work. Okay, so let's say I want to fund with 500. You can see that my charge is 1.5% charge, so it's showing 507.5. So now let's go to the controller that handles this payment. So first of all, we request validate. It's supposed to be, yeah. So we use the request type here. The this thing that is coming here is the amount. User must put the amount. So amount is required, and it's numeric. Or let's just leave it as required. So the next thing to do is we go back to this Paystack Unicode developers. You check if you check this thing, you see that redirect to payment gateway. You call the Paystack get authorization URL and redirect now. But let's check out for something. We're going to be using this particular one. We're going to be storing our request fields into this array called data. Then we use the Paystack get authorization URL. Then we put this data inside and we redirect now. So if you observe, let's check their forms. If you see the important fields in the form. Now if you check here, you can see the input. You can see the various fields that are required. I think they are supposed to show it here. Now this is the email is required, the amount is required, but the amount is in Kobo. What other field is required? Then the reference, the Paystack generation transaction reference is required. Those are the only three required fields, and I think those are the three fields I'll be using. So instead of doing this inside the form, I'm going to be doing it on the controller because it's not actually safe using hidden field. So I'm going to be doing that inside the controller. I'm going to be defining them inside this stuff called data. So I can copy this array of data and I'm pasting it here. Copy this return paystack regenerates. I'll paste it here. So now we have amount. We have amount already. So we can call the amount here to be request amount times 100. Remember that the amount is in kobo. So if you're multiplying by 100 to make it naira. So the next thing here is to generate a reference. And for reference generation, you have this stuff here. That is paystack generate reference. You copy this and I store it in a variable called reference. I paste it here and I import. Okay, for me to do this, let me know. I don't want to use that long one. You just use paystack. I think with this it will work. So you go to this part and you put use paystack. So with use paystack, this stuff should show. The next thing is email. So the email here will be, since the user is authenticated, you just use auth user email. Or normally what I used to do is to just store the user variable inside. Store the user inside the user variable called user. So instead of writing this long code, I'll just use user and put email. Then currency is engine, other IDs, all this is not necessary. Now the most important thing here also, because Paystack currently is not accepting a callback URL. Like if you define the URL on your dashboard here, it's not going to be working. So let me remove it because it doesn't accept any URL that is not secure. That's if it's not secure, that's HTTP. It only accepts HTTP. So we're going to define the callback URL here using callback underscore URL. Then we're going to put the route to callback. Let's say dashboard. So if it is done, if you go back to user.dashboard. Sorry, user.dashboard. Then after that we put the data here. So that will be that for this video. The length is going too much. That will be that for this video. Or before we close, let me put the reference here. Reference. So that will be that for this video. Please do well to like and subscribe. See you in the next part of the video. Thank you.